I recently spent a week in North Sydney visiting family. I found this place. It is known as the Stubberts Point Battery, and it's one of 7 gun batteries that were placed overlooking the entrance to Sydney Harbour, Nova Scotia. There are 7 of these sites all around the harbour. 2 of them have been named as historical parks, while the others have simply been left abandoned. There are no signs marking this battery. I think that is what drew me to visit here. Stubberts Point was active during both World Wars and was responsible with protecting anti-submarine nets that extended across this harbour. It's been abandoned since 1949. While I walked around here, a few things captured my imagination. You can see the bare remnants of what was once a powerful defense station. Underground rooms, high windows, the turret for the guns that used to be here. There's some kind of an energy to that. It's better felt than described. You also see all sorts of graffiti on pretty much every wall here. Graffiti represents all sorts of people, all sorts of situations, maturities, and cultural outlooks. Some of this graffiti is pretty artistic, some not so much. Another thing that stands out in this place are things more recently left behind. Old folding chairs, bits of carpet, blankets, shoes, empty food boxes. There are people who seek shelter here, perhaps from wind and rain, or perhaps from untold stories of storms and battles in their own lives. Here is a single thought from me about all of that. People fought and died so that we may choose the way we live in this country. We can write graffiti. We can visit abandoned places. We can vote. And we can help the homeless by sharing our wealth. One more thing. It's really still. Very quiet here. You could actually bring yourself to have a sense of peace, not from what this place symbolizes, but because you have actually taken the time out of your day to come aside from your normal routine to discover, explore, and meditate. That's a good thing for sure, but we must be careful not to lose sight of the essence of life's struggles and the sacrifices that have been made for us. We must not lose sight of the need to continue the struggle for equality and justice and reconciliation. While I was here, I thought of a poem William Butler Yeats wrote about war. And this poem is a fairly simple message. It will say different things to different people, but it speaks that places which were once active with fear and violence can indeed become places of peace. They can also become places of ignorant bliss. Ignorant bliss. God, help us all to remember. Watch this video and then join me for a prayer. To a child dancing upon the shore. Dance there upon the shore. What need have you to care for wind or water's roar? And tumble out your hair, that the salt drops have wet. Being young, you have not known the fool's triumph, nor yet love lost as soon as won. And he, the best warrior, dead, and all the sheaves to bind. What need that you should dread the monstrous crying of wind? William Butler Yeats. Creator, Redeemer, and Friend. There are so many kinds of disruption, so many kinds of distrust, so many types of conflict, so much damage that has been done by years of imperialism, years of slavery, and years of human beings living in greed and want. As we thank you for the many who rose up on behalf of their nations to fight for what they believe to be right, we ask you to bless them and their memory and their courage and bring healing because of our conflicts and strife to this tiny planet, which above all needs love and hope. Help us who watch and pray, who wear poppies, who remember, and for us who take the time to learn the stories of that which we have not experienced. Help us become messengers of love and peace. Amen.